Hello everyone. I know most of you have so many questions about APA citations. So I thought I'll just make a quick video about how to cite your sources and why citation is so important in your papers when you're writing your paper. If you do not cite, it can put you in trouble. So I'll just go ahead and talk a little bit about how to cite your sources in APA format. Alright, so today we'll talk about in-text citations, which is really important for you to add into your paper whenever you are doing any kind of research, you're finding any information, and whenever you find that information that needs to go in citations. Alright, so let's get started. So we would be talking about APA 7th edition. Always remember, whatever idea does not belong to you and you have researched it and you got it from outside sources, that need to be cited in your paper. All right, that is called in-text citation. So there are two places that you cite. One is called in-text citation, which is inside your text, and one is called references. That is after you have finished your paper, writing your essay, you put it at the end with all the information of author, the year of publication, the article name, publisher information, and everything goes in your references. But in your in-text citation, you only put author and year. And it depends what kind of citation do you have. So depending on that, we would be learning how to put your in-text citations in APA 7th edition. Okay, so whenever you have used a source, you have to put the citation. So citation means that this source is coming from somewhere that you did your research and you found your information, whichever the author is, whatever the article is. The only thing that you do not need to cite is common knowledge. So that's the only thing that you don't have to cite. But other than that, you have to cite everything. So what happens if you don't cite? As we all know, if you do not cite, that means you have cheated. That means you did not give credit to the person where the information is coming from. And it's really, really important for you to put that information inside your text to save you from plagiarism, self-plagiarism, and cheating. But then other problem arises. When we ask you to cite, sometimes students have citation after every single sentence, like we'll have 5 citations in one paragraph. That is not good. That means everything is coming from outside source. You did not write anything from you. There is no synthesis. There is no information that you have for you to add, and then you're just getting it from somewhere. Okay, Mr. A said this, Mr. B said this, Mr. C said this, and you're just putting everything together. So over citation is as bad as under citation or not citing. So over citation can also be distracting or cumbersome for readers. Like they would be like, okay, he said this, she said this, then what did you say, right? Okay, so there are 2 ways of doing it. The most common way that we cite our sources is called an author date citation. In an author date citation, you just write the name of the author and the year of publication. Okay, so you will write the name of the author, comma, the year that book or article was published. It's as simple as that. The first kind is called author date, author, comma, year of publication, and then you put in parentheses and then period goes after the parentheses. Okay, next one is narrative citation. A narrative citation is when you mention the name of the author first and then in parentheses you write the year of publication, okay, as you see on the screen, like this. If you're citing the same source multiple times in a paragraph and the citation cannot be confused with another citation by the same author, it is acceptable to omit the year from later citations to avoid redundancy. All right. For example, you will see on your screen here. It's easy to cite work by one author. You will just write author's last name, comma, and year of publication. When there is a work that has 2 authors, you will write the word and. Do not use the ampersand sign. It's not acceptable. All right. So write it like this, not this. If there is a work that has 3 or more authors, you just need to write the name of the first author, and for rest of the authors you would use et al. That means and others, like this one. If there is a group or a company that has published something, then you will write the name of the group or the company first time when you are writing it in your paper. Next time when you mention it, then you will write the acronym. But the very first time you are mentioning it, it has to be the complete full name of the company. So like this one, if there is an association name that goes with a acronym, you first have to give us the name, the full name, and then you will write the acronym later. If there are different works by different authors, so to cite multiple works by different authors in the same parentheses, write the works alphabetically in the same order in which they appear in the reference list, separated by semicolons, like this. So writing citations with missing information. If there is a work with anonymous author and the work is signed as anonymous, only then you will write anonymous and the year of publication. But if there is a work with no author and doesn't say anonymous and it does not mention the name of the author, then you do not write anonymous. Then you will write the name of the article. So article name in quotation marks and your year of publication, like this. If there is no date, because we use author and date style, if there is no date, then for no date you will be using N.D. which stands for no date, like this. You need to cite sources in the text by providing the author and date of the cited work. Make sure each in-text citation corresponds to the only one reference list entry. You can cite them like 5 times, but in your reference list, it has to have only one entry. The only thing that does not go in your references is your personal communication. Any interview, any phone call, any face-to-face conversation does not go in your references. Check your references frequently throughout the writing process to ensure they are accurate and complete. Any questions? Let me know.